All right, what's up, y'all? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm supposed to go see my mom at 7 a.m. or at least be out of the house at 7. Now, I'm gonna tell you this: I'm a loner, right? But ironically, the song that's playing right now is "Lesson Learned" by Alicia Keys. So I'm chilling, I had my nap and everything, feeling better. Spoke to my mom a little bit, did my little socializing thing on the net, and so you know I had to I don't even know where to start. So as y'all know, I'm renting out like a little room or whatever at the last minute because of the situation I found myself in when I got down to or up to Hampton. So of course I'm hearing different stories and everything like that, which is all good with me because it is what it is. So don't even know where to start. So anyways, the person that we went out the place, a young kid, came back. He told me he'd be back and forth. I guess my impression is this was always trying to think the right thing that maybe this person is having some difficulties, and of course they didn't tell me everything because they're trying to keep it in the family. So the person comes back and they're in the refrigerator and there's like a box full of like takeout stuff that looks like it's been sitting there forever. So I'm thinking, well, maybe they're having some really hard times, so they're coming to get this stuff to take to their family. I'm like, okay, don't big And then I'm starting to feel bad because I'm thinking, I said I was gonna make some macaroni and cheese and whatever I had, I was able to share it, blah blah blah, and I made it, but it's been sitting there for like a few days. So I'm like, that's not something I want to share with somebody. So in my mind, I'm thinking, as I'm going through about how I'm gonna get my stuff together to prepare the food and stuff for my mother, the next day. And I've wasted a lot of money this trip. I'm not gonna lie to you. And the only thing that I got after all of the money that I wasted is lesson learned. I bought like $100 worth of groceries. It's sitting over at my sister's house. My mom is telling me that she ate it all. It was a $30 side of beef. I know she didn't eat that, so I don't know if she gave it to her friend or she decided that it's just gonna stay where it is. So tomorrow I gotta do all this grocery shopping again so that I can get so I can get stuff straight for my mother. Now, I'm the kind of person I believe in truth. I couldn't speak the truth when whatever happened with at my sister's place because my mom stepped in, so I couldn't say anything. And I didn't know what the situation was. It was more than just physical, me and this person. It was spiritual way going on. So, anyways, I'm starting to feel bad and feeling sorry because I'm like, this man then came here to get this food or whatever for his family. So I'm feeling bad, and I'm like, okay, after I, make all that stuff for my mom, I'm gonna make some stuff for him and his family. Bring them a plate because my mother has a good heart. She gives to her friends, so I try to have a good heart and give to people too. So I didn't think nothing of it. The person came, the person left. I fixed the door back like I had it because I'm here by myself. This is not a good neighborhood, and I don't want no problems. So as I'm laying here, I'm hearing the door knocking down again, and I'm thinking, okay, this dude must have forgot something, or either I had asked, or either he had the information that I needed to help me so I could pay this thing off, and I, hit him off with some money or whatever. So he didn't have it. He has a young lady with him. Now that is not in and of itself a bad thing because I'm thinking, okay, but it was kind of odd to me because I'm like, this young lady is completely different than the young lady that I saw like 5 days ago. And of course, and of course, I mean, a big difference. The lady 5 days ago was like 300 pounds, clothes hanging off, weave, the average black girl type thing. This female is slim, and she's decent looking in my opinion. So, I'm confused. So I just asked, I'm like, is this the other baby mama? And then he's like, the other baby mama is my girlfriend. And I'm thinking, okay, you know, fine. That's what he said. And then I'm thinking, but wait a minute, then who was the other girl? Is that the ex-girlfriend or is that the baby, just the baby mama? But they were going out. So I'm like, what's the deal here? And then I'm just like, well, maybe this person is like, maybe that other person was maybe a family member and they just went along with it. But I'm just confused, so I'm just like, and immediately, the girl, of course, because I would be saying, if you're young, she's just like, other baby mama. And I'm like, oh, let me walk on and go about my business. So I'm like, okay, they're gonna. And the thing about it was, I was feeling sorry because I was like, this is got no food, whatever, whatever. He comes back with like fast food for the young lady. And in my mind, when I'm seeing this picture in my head, being the aged woman that I am, I'm thinking about like the movie Car Wash when the girl, I guess the girl wanted to go out. But instead of going out, the guy went and bought her like some chicken from some chicken shack up the street and brought her back home. And I'm like, I'm just like, I'm just so appalled. I'm like, what in the world? And so, I'm like, let me just go on and go to sleep. Try to go back to sleep. I turn the music up, whatever, so I don't hear whatever's going on. I'm thinking maybe he had to stop and get something, so they're gonna conversate, converse, whatever, eat a little bit, and be on their way. And so I'm here in the shower running. I tell you, this trip has got to be like the craziest thing ever. So I'm here in the shower running. And so I have to go to the bathroom. My thing is, I'm just not going to come out the room at all, which I probably made a mistake because I'm a little bit too open. And I was discussing with him, whatever happened earlier today when the maintenance people came. So I guess he said, well, this is good. I don't think he came back to get the food. He was coming back to fill me out if I was here to fill me out and to see if it would be okay, if he felt that it would be any type of intimidation for him to like use this place like a whorehouse. I'm like, I need to go to the bathroom. So I'm getting up to get ready to go to the bathroom, first in the shower. So I see him in the bedroom. So I'm asking him, I'm like, so, are you and your friend, well, y'all don't want to enjoy your new apartment? Because his story was, and none of this is true, by the way, but his story was that him and his girl got a new apartment. And the reason that they were renting this out was because the whole story is a lie, okay? The reason they was renting this out was because they couldn't break the lease and they had a new place. All that's a lie. Just a big lie. They're being evicted. They were being in the process of being evicted. And for whatever reasons, and I guess things have kind of circled back around. Maybe a little bit of money helped. I don't know what the situation is. And maybe he's just deciding to keep this as a side thing. But whoever the big girl was that was here last time, she did not have any intimidation or fear. And I guess that's the thing about being big, is that you're not afraid or you don't have any fear because people are going to do what they're going to do. The other girl, a little bit of like, what's going on, So, I'm asking, I'm just like, well, y'all are not going to your new place? You would rather enjoy your new place? And he's like, no. And I'm like, so the young lady comes out of the shower. And so I just asked her what her name was. That's not the name of the girlfriend. So, and then my mom noticed when she was here, there was a big old hole in the door. So she said, there must be fighting, so maybe that's why. But what the lesson learned here is, going back to the Alicia Keys song, is that, and this is something that I'm just learning because I never would have seen this. If I was not 40 years old and an old woman that nobody cared about, I would never have seen this with my own eyes. Is that, I mean, it's just so much. Just like that thing with, my sister thing, it was a lot. So I know how to put it into words, but I'm going to have to break it down. The first part of it is, and I believe in the truth. I really do. If not to nobody else, to myself. But this dude is not even attractive. He's a big dude. You know what I'm saying? Seems like a nice guy. Seems like a nice guy, but a big dude. And I would never have thought that he would have been able to even pull the one that he had. And that any other that he had, he would have gotten, it would have been desperation or meaning desperation on the female's part, or he would have been used as a tool, you know what I'm saying, for whatever specific purpose that a female had. But the look that I saw in this female eyes, she actually likes this dude. So I'm like, I, I'm just at a loss for words, you know. So it goes to show you cannot underestimate, like, men folk and whatever purpose they have for whatever females are dealing with. Just like women have a purpose for men, but I don't think women do a very good job at holding them to that purpose. The same thing is true for men folks. And I think the problem is that a lot of women underestimate men. And then I think the second part of that problem is not only that, but I think women, because I find that women that are less attractive, they tend to be more confident because they have no choice. What else do they have to fall back on? Then women that are more attractive, they feel like they deserve the world, so they're going to be more jealous and that type of thing. And so just for me seeing that, like I said, it was worth my little bit of money for me to see that. Because I was just amazed. I never would have known. And that's why they say a little bit of wisdom in years, because had I not been 40, had I been like 20, or, somebody that it would have mattered, what my opinion was or what I thought or what I saw, I would have never had the opportunity to see that, because it would have been kind of pushed aside or hidden. Or if I had a more aggressive type personality or attitude, I would never have seen that. Or if I had a lot of people around me, quote unquote peoples or whatever like that, I would have never seen that. Okay? So, there's a little bit of goodness with the aging thing. But I would never know. And another portion of that is, this is kind of what makes, this, I just don't even have no words for it. It's kind of what makes this whole thing, I, I, I'm just at a loss of words. I cannot believe that. It just kind of makes this whole thing, I just don't have the words. It kind of makes this whole thing. And I just happened to look at my text message, and let me tell you, this boy, lights off till Friday AM when I get paid, so I'll be here for 2 nights. Is that fine? Oh, okay. I thought it was saying something else, but no, I just don't know. It's just. And so I'm just like, why even text me that? You know what I'm saying? It's all a lie anyway. Why text it to me? But I think that's a part of being young too. Even though it's like, you want to do. I don't even have any words. It's like, even though you want to do your dirt, you still want to. I don't understand that. I'm tired of, like, why do people do stuff like that? Why even lie? I'm just like, do what you do. I just don't have no words. It's just like been the artist experience. And it's like, for me, I guess God is trying to teach me a lot of things right now. And I'm even scared to use that word because of what happened with my sister. She was like, they had that crazy look on her face, and she was like, well, my God told me. I'm like, what the hell? So people are just crazy. So, I don't even know what to say, y'all. But again, I'm going to go back to the lesson that I'm supposed to learn, because God wants me to know that, even as an older woman and as someone that has a free spirit, that I do have to be careful, because with me being so open and so honest and so nice, what happens is that, again, people do take advantage of situations and things like that. What else? Because like I said, I was feeling unloved by my family. So I sure was on here on the internet doing whatever, I need to do for conversation. No discretion, just kind of putting it all out there. And because I ran into an old classmate, and this person happened to be really, really pushy. So, maybe it's a good thing that, my phone is going to be interrupted tomorrow because I'm not doing the right thing. But again, you have to get out there and learn and live in order to make things happen. And so, I'm kind of slow on the learning curve of, the real nature of people because my nature and my mother's nature, from what I've learned growing up, has always been good natured. So it's a trip, I tell you. That's it. But I mean, I'm just tripping right now. Um, and part of me right now is just like so tripping. I'm just like, yo, I just want to get up and get out. But one, it's late, and two, I really don't know nobody like that. So, I don't want to find myself in the same predicament that even lady is in. So, I'm gonna sit my ass right here. But this trip just gets more interestinger and interestinger. And so the other part of that is that my mom, she called me, and I don't know. I guess she's feeling all this regret or whatever. But I'm kind of mad that I got to spend all this money on food that I already spent. That I filled somebody's house up with, for us to enjoy as a family until it's time for me to go. And I'm rebuying everything again because some female is like possessed or some shit. So, anyways, I'm going to sleep. I just had to kind of let that out between us, all of us. And I guess I'll hit y'all up later. All right. Please, if you had an experience like that, let me know. What's his name? What's his name? Ryan calls that with the Asian fingers. I don't do that but I think it just kind of fits with this. Like, what is the heck is going on? But anyways, I love y'all. Good night.